See, this is the problem with religions, because there's always duality. There's positive and negative. There's positive about religion because it's basically motivating us, encouraging us to go beyond this human level and to live by spiritual principles, because then we'll discover who we are beyond this human form. If we're just stuck on material level our whole life and chasing sex and relationships and money, we're not going to discover much. We're going to be locked in this human level of consciousness. So religion is pointing to something higher. But some religions, particularly the Christian religion, it's so conditioned with this guilt and shame. It's like, oh man, if I die and then I'm going to meet some higher being and they're going to like judge the hell out of me. Every little thing, like they see everything, you know. And then they found a backup though. I've met this some people who the mind can justify anything. It'll say, yeah, look, everything's okay as long as you totally accept Jesus as your savior or something. Then it's okay. Everything's okay. You just apologize and. Yeah, it just doesn't work like that. What can I say? Is there any kind of judgment day? Like, is that whole thing just nonsense? No, there's judgment. That judgment can happen right now, though, if you're conscious enough. That judgment is, see, I don't want to get lost, so I'm going to pay attention now, this time. Even though I'm flowing, I have to pay attention. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So there's a judgment, but it's our own higher self that's doing the judging. It's not really judging. Yeah, okay, it's judging. But this is judgment day. You can have judgment day every day, though. This is why I'm a proponent of self-introspection, analysis. You're checking yourself. What are your motives? It's all about the motives, by the way. It's not, the mind's very superficial. Lives on the surface level. So, well, I didn't hurt anybody. That animal that's running across the trail, I didn't kick him. Okay, that's good. I didn't steal. My mom left some money on the table. I didn't take it. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not stealing. There's a girl that likes me and she's married, but I didn't do anything with her. So I didn't commit adultery. Didn't kill anybody. I'm good. Now, what are the motives? See, what are our motives? Oh, this girl has a flat tire. I wouldn't be able to help her. I don't know how to, I'm not very mechanical or technical, or tactile. But let's say I went to a tire changing class, right? And I'm good at it. So then I'd see her. I can mastermind stuff. I could help her. I just wouldn't be the one changing the tire. I'd get somebody out. Hey, come here, man. Help her change the tire. It's easier anyway. So let's say she had a flat tire, and I knew how to change tires, and so I'd stop, and then it looks like I'm trying to help her, right? But really I'm looking at her skirt, and I'm looking at some other things, and so I'm like, damn, if I help her, maybe I can get her number, then later maybe we can, do something. See, what are our motives? Motives go unchecked. This is the highest level of purification, is when we catch ourselves out on the subtle levels. It's all about the subtlety after a certain point. I mean, I'm talking on that level. This is who my audience is. I don't, the superficial things like, don't kill and don't steal. Okay, I'm assuming. Yeah, everybody knows that. We want to look at deeper things. I mean, you can examine your life and see. When I give a person a compliment, why am I giving them a compliment though? Am I doing that so that then they can maybe give me a compliment? This is the play between the opposite sex that goes down all the time. It's like, whoa, man. Like when I saw this, I don't know when I saw it. There's a scene, through evolution, we come into some scene. And I realized when a guy looks at a girl looks at a guy, yeah, see, this is the crossroad. Hold on, right here. metaphorically, and see, this is where I get lost. So now I gotta take Trail HD. All right. I can rewatch the video if I forget. Okay, I'm cool. When I looked today, and I played this game so long, but it was unconscious. I didn't know. Guy looks at the girl. He like smiles. She think, oh, he must like me. No, he don't like you. He's smiling at you so that then you smile back at him. It's all about the smile. It's not even about the smile. It's about this subtle feeling of validation, like when the opposite sex smiles. You see? Check the motives. That's an example, too, of checking the motives. So, this is judgment. That's judgment day. Judgment moment. It can be a judgment as much as you want to look. Judgment has kind of negative connotations behind it. It's like, oh, I'm judging you. Just observe. Yeah, it's more observing. You're becoming aware of the stains in this human self, and you want to transcend it. So you check. Now, somebody who's totally unconscious their whole life, they don't check anything, and there's plenty of people like that. When they leave this body, this higher self that's in us all, but it seems like they're thoroughly unaware of it, that's going to activate more when you leave this body. Okay? So it's going to look like it's judging you. But those who are already aware of your deeper, higher nature, wise nature, you're already aware of it. Like it's already telling you, like, yeah, you know what, you should maybe back off on on this or that, or check yourself here and there. See, that's your higher nature. That's your judger. It's not like God's sitting on the throne and he's like, pissed off at you if you do things wrong. This is what I was absorbing from reading a lot of these scriptures growing up, man. And then my mentor straightened me out. He said, no, it's not like that. And I believed him. Why? Because I was scared and I didn't want to believe the other? No, it made sense. It resonated. I'm like, yeah, right. This is stupid. There's some, depends what you read. Some are more purified writings than others, but best is you find out through direct experience how this stuff works. Then you can't be bothered. You don't need to ask a priest or a teacher or resort to scriptures to find out what the truth is. You know what the truth is. Your deeper nature told you the truth. And it's not a belief. A lot of people don't know the difference between belief in direct seeing or realization. It's a big difference. Belief is weak. It's okay to start with, you have your belief, but then if that doesn't turn into direct seeing and realization, then it's just flimsy. So then the mind gets clever and it says, even though it's believing something, it says, no, I had a realization. It learns the words. But then you can always tell via vibration, the power behind their words is there's no power there. It's still a belief. One knows that who knows the difference between belief and realization. So get in touch with your judger more. I love introspection. I love the judger. I just love it. So I'm very much in touch with it. But those who aren't, yeah, after you leave the body, there's gonna be even those of us who've done the work here, when we leave the body, it's it's like you finish a major course in class. So now you're reviewing everything, and forces are helping you, cooperating with this process of helping you review. You're not distracted with anything else. When we leave the body, we're looking, okay, what happened? Did I do the things I was supposed to do of why I come to the planet? Did I do that? Or did I screw around and did I hurt people and I was unconscious of what I was doing? That's when if we're too unconscious and we don't realize how we hurt people, then this is why I like that movie Powder. It depicts that. We'll have to go to some kind of realm where we can feel the injustice that we inflicted on others because we were so dull we couldn't feel it. Okay, so God says, no problem. I'm going to help you feel it. It's not going to feel good, but it's for your highest good. What's the saying? The dad tells the kid as he's paddling him, "This hurts me more than it hurts you." Yeah. I think my dad told me that once. I really do, when I was young, 5 or 6, and I was like, yeah, whatever, man. So those beings who don't learn the lessons here, you're going to see the lessons that you should have learned, and then you're gonna go for training, and then you're gonna learn them. It's not a punishment, it's a rehabilitation. And then you'll have the opportunity, when you come back again in another body, to demonstrate what you learn on these more subtle levels. But you're not gonna remember. You're not gonna remember you went through like some astral training. You're just gonna have a tendency. There's gonna be a tendency not to hurt people like you did before. But there'll also be a tendency to hurt people too, because you have to transcend that tendency. You had the tendency last life, that's gonna carry over, and you're gonna feel it again, but there's gonna be another tendency to not do it either, because you had this training. That training got stored, and you can say your subconscious or causal body. This is the game of life. This is how it is. So I think the main message is don't worry about this judging. Like there's some being that's going to judge you. You do the best you can now by looking at your life and doing the best you can do, and that's all you can do. On a certain level, we're all doing the best we can do, period. You can't like unconsciously not do the best you can do. That's a whole nother video though. I can't get into all that. So, all right, I'm gonna find my way back now. I'll see you.